It's the Denver Nuggets taking on the Boston Celtics. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Now, we know he can hit threes, but Kristaps showing he can slam it too.
Jaylen Brown with a rebound. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant, not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall too. It's just so hard to move him.
Yeah, Twitch is sucking up everything. That's why he won, but it's cool. We back on the two with
Now
it.
here's Brown. Gordon pulls it in. And here's Murray.
Yeah,
And stolen by Holiday. And stolen by
Ow.
Murray. Lets it go from deep. Ooh, poked away. Here's Jokic. Over Holiday. And Porzingis with the block.
Got to be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Boston shooting their first free throw of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Free throw good. Brown.
A talented scorer and
still not
versatile
gonna play the
defender.
game, Brad.
The
Even though it's
athletic
awesome.
Brown is a vital piece for this team.
Gordon, left side. Boston pulls it in. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Sinks the tray.
Putting his court vision on full display. Holiday plays the role of floor general pretty effectively.
Outside Murray. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Yeah, and sometimes that's just how it goes, but also we got to give credit to the defense. They're not making it easy out there.
Here's Holiday. The kick to Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. Off with the layup. Driving to the basket. And he dunks it down.
Oh, man. I mean, the passing from Jokic is off the charts. Gave his man just a great look.
Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Here's Porter. Pass to Brown. Now Westbrook. Right side Porter. Clock at 6. Here's Westbrook. And he buries his first look.
That's the area of the floor where Westbrook's efficiency scoring the ball is fantastic.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Will stand in the highly competitive West. The Denver Nuggets continue to distinguish themselves.
Well, Brian, they are unquestionably a top team in their conference, and they're proof that smart front office decisions and patience really pays off in the long run.
And Coach, you look at Derek White, maybe not the biggest name, but he is a winning player.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the most underrated players in the league. He's got a great feel for the game at both ends of the court. He is tremendously solid across the board.
Now here's Westbrook. The three. Horford pulls it in. Boston leading by 3. These are his first free throws of the game.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
That's good from Horford. Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
Puts the move on, and Horford powers it home.
Look at Horford just rocketing off the floor. Putting the defense on notice with a big dunk.
Pass to Šarić. Nice move. Nice D from Horford.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Murray for 3. And again, it's Denver missing. The Celtics with the lead. This one for 3. Pritchard, no good.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Pass to Watson. They kick it out to Murray. Back to Watson. Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Rise up and flush it, big man. If he wanted to, he could have ripped the rim off the backboard on that one.
Tatum way outside. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And that does it for the first quarter. Celtics out in front. They lead by 4. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
All right, and now you want to see them sustain this relentlessness for the entire game because it's clearly paying off.
Pass to Cancar. Here's Watson, defended by Porzingis. To the paint. Westbrook. Brown with some nice D.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Now here's Porzingis. Here's Kornet. And out of bounds, Denver will have it. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
Celtics leading by 4. Down low. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Kornet, defended by Watson. It's a mark. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
The determination from Holiday shines through there. Refuses to give up on that shot.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
Now a timeout called by Denver. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. And, Coach, a perennial all-defense performer, Jrue Holiday, fearsome at that end of the floor in particular.
Yeah, Brian, he's as good a defensive guard as there is. Great size and strength at the point guard spot. You combine that with his IQ and his competitive will, he is a problem on a nightly basis.
On the wing, Holiday. Outside Porzingis. And the 3 off target. Nuggets trail by 5. Here's Chanchar. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Porzingis for 3. From deep range, KP hits it.
So smooth off the catch. Porzingis is excellent at judging when to take quick shots.
Right side Watson. Pass to Chanchar. Over to the wing. Outside Watson. And stolen by Holiday. On the wing, Holiday. Here's Pritchard. From downtown. Strother grabs a miss. The ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Brown. He goes up. Oh, Brown just throws it down.
What a flush. Great athleticism from Brown.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
KBA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and absence of skill deficiencies. Brian, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie. Boston, no good that time either. Nuggets trail by 8. Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A. It's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
4 on the clock. Here's Westbrook. And again, it's Denver missing. Celtics lead by 8. Pass to Tatum. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And here's Denver. Here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, explosive move. Sometimes Murray doesn't get enough credit for his athleticism.
And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And Denver making a change here. Outside Tatum. Fires the 3. And Tatum drills the 3.
You know, this team relies on Tatum hitting those shots, and that's why he's such a high-volume three-point shooter.
From deep. A shot by Brown, no good. And White has got the ball here for the Celtics. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Back to Tatum. Tatum on the drive. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5, looking shaky out there. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Westbrook. And Westbrook slams it home.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. There's Tatum with the 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Saric, left side. Here's Brown. And so it's Boston closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. The flow of the game has favored them in general. But hey, the tide can shift. We'll be right back with you shortly. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Here's Murray. Out to Gordon. Fires for 3. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Gordon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Coach, it's interesting to watch the career path of Aaron Gordon. He's gone from one role in his previous stop, then he arrives to the Nuggets in a completely different role there.
Yeah, Brian, he's become more of a 3rd or 4th guy, and he's embraced the change. Everybody wants to be that number 1 or number 2 guy, but you've got to play a role to be a winner in this league.
And it's resulted in championships.
It sure has.
Gordon. Nifty move. Just 5 to shoot. Murray, no good. Boston leading by 6. Gordon with a steal. Here's Jokic. Oh, what a slam from the big man, Jokic.
And dunking it with authority inside. This is why Jokic guys look to feed him down there.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. And Holiday powers it home.
I mean, what an athletic play for Holiday. Showing up the defense with a jam.
Pass to Brown. They double him with Brown. Outside for Porter. From outside, off the mark. Porzingis, high post. He's got 5. Inside. KP wrecks the rim.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
And here's Gordon from the arc. The rebound, Celtics. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And it's Murray off the drive. Pass to Porter. Back to Murray. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. A shot by Brown, no good. Boston leading by 8. Outside Craig. And here's Tatum. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the
my
conversation
Lord.
has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better. It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Shakes him. And there's a 3-second violation.
Yeah, communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Nuggets trail by 8. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Westbrook with it. Craig with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Here's Hauser. And it's off from 3-point range. And Denver has possession. To the middle. Here's Gordon. Holiday grabs the miss.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
There's the triple. Buries it from 3.
No foul, nigga.
And the Celtics lead by 11.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And Gordon's coaches and teammates like seeing
Why they ain't call fouls?
taking charge and forcing the defense to act.
Stan, we know Jokic is one of the best passers this game has ever seen at any position, but his teammates will dish it as well.
Yeah, the
This one
Nuggets,
wanted
by
to
and
play.
large, are very unselfish. It's part of their culture. They only bring in guys who are willing to sacrifice for the team's sake.
Celtics lead by 10. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Pritchard. Lays it up and banks it in. Pritchard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And here's the fast break. Here's Westbrook. Deflected. Here's Hauser. No good with the triple. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Denver. A 12-point game. Gordon outside. got a piece of it. Pass to Holiday. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. High arcing shot. And Russell Westbrook pulls it down. To the inside. Outside for Porter. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Porter's got 5 now. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter. Holiday from long range. And so it's Boston with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be right back. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Celtics lead by 9. White with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. And stolen by Murray. And here comes the break. Here's Brown. And again, Denver with a 3.
Fast break creates the open look. He drills it with confidence.
Pass to Brown. To the middle. Here's White. Oh, how about White? Gets all the way to the cup. Nice. Nuggets trail by 8. Now Murray. Defended by Brown. Back to Murray. Let's go with a 3. And another 3 for Denver.
Terrific up-tempo play by Murray. Gets the ball, and moments later, he has a shot up.
Pass to Porzingis. White for 3. The kick to Tatum. Jacks up a 3. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. And the Celtics lead by 8.
Great rhythm to that shot. Tatum right off the pass.
The Nuggets want a timeout. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear what the Nuggets head coach was saying to his team. And coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. And it's Tatum missing. Nuggets trail by 6. Brown with the steal. Back to Tatum. Puts up a 3. White for 3. Rebounded by Denver.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Here's Westbrook. An easy 2 on the layup.
0 rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to have.
Pass to Holiday. Tatum feeling it out a bit. 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Nuggets trail by 4. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
Down low. Here's Porzingis. Softly drops in the floater.
Check out Porzingis' energy. He's just relentless on both ends of the court.
The Nuggets want a timeout. Here are the Nuggets with the ball. Pass to Porter. Gordon with it. Lets the 3 fly. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter.
Nice work by Gordon, stretching the floor, opening things up with his range.
And he comes up with a bucket.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Shot is good by Gordon. Gordon's got 9 points here in the second half.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Outside for Porter. Back to Murray. And the call will be against Derek White. That'll be a second foul of the game. A minute and a half left in the fourth quarter. And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the strike.
And this is why they go to Murray in critical spots of the game. He just knows how to come through. Ooh.
And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Celtics.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Oh, assertive play there by Brown, rising to the challenge of the moment.
Now Murray over Holiday. Back to Murray to tie it up. Fires in the triple.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
Outside Tatum from behind the arc. And connects from downtown.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Back to Murray. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. This might be a turning point.
Massive possession here.
Here's White. Rebounded by Denver.
And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
Yeah, this one isn't over, but they can't afford to waste any time now.
Wow. Look at Porter Jr. with the ice water veins, stepping up for his team in a clutch situation. Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and he commits the intentional foul.
Second team foul. At the line for two.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. The Nuggets on offense. Here's Murray. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on White.
Yeah, just forcing his way to the rim. Murray knew his fate going in there and got rewarded with a foul.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that narrows the gap to 1. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul there stops the clock. He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
That was a giant trip to the line.
The Nuggets want a timeout. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
Back to Jokic. Pass to Brown. Now here's Jokic. Outside Murray. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to
GG.
but they come up empty-handed. And so it's Boston who scrapes by with the win. What a performance they have here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what will happen next.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy.
Siakam.
Jefferson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. And so off the tip, it's Boston. Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Even after that serious knee injury, Porzingis with the spring to flush it.
Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A. It's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Gordon can't hit. Boston on offense. 4-point game. Here's Porzingis. And the Celtics tack on 2 more.
One of the tallest guys in the league. Give Porzingis the ball there and just let him work.
Tatum with a steal. White for 3. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
On the wing, Porter. And here's Gordon from the arc. On target from range.
Nice work by Gordon, stretching the floor, opening things up with his range.
Here's Holiday. Pass to White. Puts up a 3. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And so Murray will bring it up for the Nuggets. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Back to Jokic. To the middle. Murray, shot is good.
Yeah, nice play by Murray. A big guard who is unafraid to mix it up inside.
Here's White. Kick out to Brown. Launches a 3. Shot clock at 5. The 3. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum.
There is zero hesitation from Brown. This man is always ready to fire.
Denver calls timeout.
Give it up for something. Number 4, Russell Westbrook.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. He said Nikola Jokic is so intelligent. He said we know the offense is going to run through him. So all we can do is mix up our looks defensively. And then at the other end of the floor, make him work on defense. Try to wear him out a little bit. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. And Jokic throws it down.
And dunking it with authority inside. This is why Jokic guys look to feed him down there.
Here's Porzingis. And that one drops for him. Porzingis has got 8.
Just taking it right to the rim. And no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Got to be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots.
White can't hit. Nuggets trail by 7. The drive by Westbrook. Pass to Jokic. Denied by Tatum. Oh, they get a hand on it. Porter with the steal. Here's Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
They're staying active defensively. Just a nice job by MPJ of getting the steal and starting the break.
Back to Porzingis. Outside Tatum. Here's Porzingis. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in his many attempts.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Murray looking around. Gordon outside. The teardrop. And stolen by Holiday. And Brown with the stuff.
I'm not going to lie. Jaylen Brown, his hops are different.
Outside Murray. 23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by White. Inside. The kick to Tatum. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
And so it's Boston. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. And don't go far. We'll be right back. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a very convincing performance from the Celtics so far.
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Being Porter Jr. is 6'10", you have to know where he is at all times, especially when he's lurking inside.
And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls, shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
Porter from outside. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Yeah, guard-like skills and a forward's body. Porter Jr. with the quick release.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
KBA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and the absence of skill deficiencies. Brian, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie. Pass to Šarić. Right side Watson. Horford pulls it in. Boston leading by 7. Here's Hauser. Kick out to Brown. Here's Hauser. Pass to Cornette.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
First team foul. And for the Nuggets.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Out to Horford. Takes the 3. Hey, Horford from range.
You see the great fundamentals. Horford sets up for the quick shot off the feed. No hesitation.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Here's Murray. Going inside. And they double up Murray. Here's Porter. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Here's Pritchard. No points so far. Pass to Cornette. Shot clock at 6. Out to Horford. Brown with it. Oh, Brown inside. Hey, he's more than just a shooter.
I love seeing Brown get it done inside. He's more than just a jump shooter.
And how about Jaylen Brown, Richard? Named to his first All-NBA team in 2023. A very important piece to him.
NBA, what timing. It made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax. At the time, it was the largest contract in NBA history. And how did he follow it up? He won the Larry Bird Award as the...
Whoa! Jaylen Brown! A big-time finish!
Showing off his pure athleticism. Brown with a memorable finish.
Murray's shot is good.
Nice offense here. Close in. Great bet to go.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Boston leading by 10. There's Tatum with the 3. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
To the paint. Here's Jokic. The rebound by Jason Tatum. So it's Boston now. The drive by Holiday. Outside Tatum. Outside Holiday. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Nuggets trail by 10. Here's Brown. No points yet. The jump hook. Count it. We've got 33 seconds left in the second. Knocks it loose. On the wing, Holiday. Left side, Tatum. Fires the 3. And Drew Holiday hits from deep. Holiday's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Right wing. Here's Brown. Pass to Westbrook. He got it up. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Boston Celtics. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. They've done a great job containing Westbrook. And with his explosiveness, that is not an easy task. Back after this. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Nuggets trail by 11. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades. And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And talking about Gordon, just a freak athlete and ferocious dunker, a valuable role player on this team.
White for 3. Jokic grabs the board. And so it's Jokic who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. They trail by 9. And then Porter with the dunk.
They're being put to the test, and he's doing everything he can to keep them in this game.
Now Holiday. Porzingis in the post. Up and over Porter. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
Standing at 7'3", we have never seen a player quite like Kristaps Porzingis. A fantastic shooter, a solid ball handler. What a talent.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And they need more where that can.
On the wing, Holiday. Off target with the 3. Nuggets trail by 7. Fires for 3. Murray, no good. Boston on offense. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Now a timeout called by Denver. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Left side, Murray. Pass to Jokic. It's stolen by Tatum. Holiday with the ball. Now Porter defending. Back to Porzingis. Outside Tatum. White for 3. Jokic grabs the board. Nuggets trail by 7. Gordon, right side. Back to Jokic. Inside. Jokic drops it in.
It's almost too easy for Jokic inside. His size and soft touch make short work of the shot.
Tatum feeling it out a bit. All alone. Again, the miss by Boston.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
The Nuggets making a switch here. And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That's foul number 2 for him. And Denver will go for a different look here.
Porzingis, second.
Puts it up off the inbound. And he lays it in.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Back to Porzingis. Outside Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. To stop the drought. And that's off the glass and in. Holiday's got 5 points.
Yeah, in the paint, Holiday's agility makes him tough to contain. He just needs a little space to go to work.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Westbrook. Up and in on the layup.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work of the guys that literally practice that every day.
Celtics lead by 3. Outside Holiday. Here's Pritchard. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday.
putting his court vision on full display. Holiday plays the role of floor general pretty effectively.
Well, Richard, with the career he's had, it's hard to believe Drew Holiday has only made 2 All-Star teams.
Well, that speaks to how much talent is at the guard position in this league. But it also shows how we tend to award offense over defense because Drew, his impact is truly felt on the defensive end.
Back to Tatum. Cornette sets a screen. Tatum with it. Jordan picks him up. And it's Tatum missing. Pass to Westbrook. Here's Strawther. Kicks it out to Westbrook. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. Give him 8.
Just candid Westbrook with a confidence-boosting triple.
Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. And Denver making a change here. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out to Craig. The 3-ball. Hits a 3-pointer. Craig's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. To the wing, right side. Out left to the wing. Back to Porter. Boston pulls it in. They held a 12-point lead earlier. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Into the lineup for the Nuggets.
Here's Tatum. And that's not going to go. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Celtics out in front, leading by 3. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Celtics lead by 3. Pass to Pritchard. Now Horford. Back to Pritchard. Now here's Horford. Defended by Murray. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. To the inside. Here's Westbrook. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Jaylen Brown picks one up.
The hustle and intensity that Westbrook brings to this team can be infectious.
And he sinks the second.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt. Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Outside White. 3-pointer goes up. 3-pointer goes down for White.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Ooh, poked away. Saric, high post. They kick it out to Murray. Buries it down low.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Horford. The kick out to White. They get it back. Outside Craig. Pass to White. Clock at 6. Back to Craig. Now White. From the arc. Watson with the rebound.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Celtics lead by 3. It's Brown on the wing. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Hard to find a season in his career where Horford didn't make an impact, RJ.
One way or another, he's going to help his team win. Still out there doing it and doing it at a high level. He's kind of an ageless wonder.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear what the Nuggets head coach was saying to his team. He was very upbeat and positive, saying to his guys, let's go, let's go. I want you guys to up the pace. Look to push the ball up the floor whenever you can. They cannot stop us in transition. Let's see how the team responds. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. Nuggets trail by 5. Outside Watson. They kick it out to Murray. Poke loose. Brown with the steal. Here's Porzingis. The kick out to White. Pass to Horford. Just 5 to shoot. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. The shot won't fall. Some solid defense from Jordan. Down low. Watson. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Watson's got his first bucket in this one.
Such a gifted passer. Westbrook able to spot those openings and use them.
Pass to Porzingis. Back to Pritchard. To the middle. Back to Porzingis. Here's Pritchard. Back to Porzingis. Oh, sweet move. Oh, a dunk and a foul. A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Peyton Watson. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Celtics.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
The Nuggets making a switch here. And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. And Holiday powers it home.
And striking without warning. Holiday can be so sudden.
Gordon's got space. No good off the front rim. Celtics lead by 7. White for 3. Porter pulls it in. So it's Denver now. Back to Gordon. Westbrook outside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on White.
Taking it right to them. Westbrook holds nothing back inside.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Boston on offense. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th. Oh, how about
Hey, you clock on your ass, nigga.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Celtics.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
NBA, the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong.
And while there were some guys out there that played well, what really stood out was the production for Jason Tatum.
And his playmaking is what stood out to me, effortlessly creating for his teammates.
White for 3. They get it again. Pass to Holiday. And here's White. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his 3rd foul so far.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit. It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
And here's Brown for 3. Second shot opportunity. Another one falls for Boston.
The mid-range is not an issue for Brown. It is just another weapon in his arsenal now.
Pass to Porter. From downtown, he can't hit that time. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
And that's an...